Welcome to Deep Thought. You can only be you. You can only be you. You know what, especially, I'm known for talking about the relationship stuff and, man gets woman in particular. And you know how you get some guys and they'll give the advice, oh, just be yourself. But then, of course, some other guys say, no, don't be yourself and everything. And it was like, wait a minute, because you actually got people, they try to emulate what someone else does. Indeed, I never forget, I had a young man say, I try to imitate your speech, how you talk and all of that stuff. And he actually said it worked. I'm like, well, yeah, but still. I told him specifically, I said, okay, that's cool, but you need to be yourself. Look, I'm going to tell you something now. And that's just a relationship thing. Everything else, you can only be you. One of the things is people need to look within and feel good about who they are, Because at the end of the day, you can only be you. And yeah, I know people can put on masks, which they do. And then people even go as far as to try to get plastic surgery, change their appearance, everything. And indeed, there is even surgery to lengthen your limbs. I'm just like, okay. All right. Is that really helpful in the end? It's not. Because you were built a certain way. You can only be you. In fact, within you, I don't care who you are, what your height is, what your look is, your race, gender, whatever. At the end of the day, you're still you. Even in gender issues. I know this big thing with the trans and people changing over, but their personality is still the same. You might change your vehicle, but your personality is the same. Whether you want to acknowledge it or not. Seriously, because at the end of the day, you can only be you. You can't be somebody else. You can't imitate somebody else. And, one of the reasons why people want to be someone else is they don't feel good about themselves. They don't feel good about what they have. And I'm going to tell you what, though. You got to address that. Because, and I've said this on my men's channel, and I've said this on my women's channel, and I'm going to say it right here. A big issue is self-esteem. People don't love themselves. They don't feel good about what they are. And that is so rampant, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Like on my men's channel, of course, men want to get with the dimes and the beautiful women. I've lost count of how many, very beautiful women I've met, and they didn't feel good about how they looked. I've lost count. It's incredible. But you know what? I said, no, you got to find beauty within yourself. I've told them that. I said, look, even many women, I said, look, don't think you got to color your hair, do this to your eyes and all this to be beautiful. You just have to be your best self. Everyone talks about a rose, but an orchid is just as beautiful. A dandelion is beautiful. My youngest son, he likes those, I forget what they call it. I forget what they call it exactly. But it's like those flowers you see on Horton Hears a Who. Like that puffy thing. That's beautiful to him. Beauty is different. Everything is unique. Every single one of you is unique. Every single one of you has your good points. I'm not even going to say good and bad points. I'm going to say your good points. I'm going to say your good points because you're built for a mission. You're built a certain way. I mean, first of all, it's a miracle that you're even alive. It's a miracle. It's a miracle because it's hard for birth. It's hard for human beings to even be born. So if you even here, that's a miracle. You have something. Now, is anyone perfect? No. Not a single person on this planet, even if they look perfect according to some arbitrary cultural standards. Even in that situation, but they still might have something that they need to work on, but they still have good within. Or, you could have somebody who looks good according to cultural standards, but they got low self-esteem. So they have something to work on. And you have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know what? I can't be that next person. I can't behave this way. Indeed, sometimes you get some parents, they try to get their children to behave a certain way instead of dealing with what the children actually present. One thing in dealing with my sons, me and my co-parent, the biggest thing we do with our sons is just make sure that, they respect they're good human beings, which they are. But as far as what they want to do and their general behavior, as long as they don't hurt anyone else, we kind of let them just do their thing. We let them do their thing, but we work to maximize, to help them maximize who they are. Because it's them. We don't try to make them into clones of either one of us. Because that's not them, And, like I said, treating other people right, basics, but it's like, no, they each have a specialness to them, every single person, But then, of course, we in a society that wants you to conform beyond that. And I mean, it's different forces, laws are made to affect behavior. Religions are made to affect behavior, parents, everything, cultures, subcultures. It's a lot of Borgification out there. Is that a word? It is now. Borgification from Star Trek. It's people just want carbon copies and stuff. But at the end of the day, I don't care what's up. You can only be you. Even when you in those situations, even when you're in those herd or hive situations, you still you. You still an individual spark. And, you still got that spirit. And it's your spirit. And you should be proud of it because you have a special mission. You have a gift. Everyone has something special. Every single person has something special about them. And the more a person focuses on themselves and being themselves, they'll see what that mission is. And if you're on this planet, we need that. Understand that. All right? I want everybody listening to this. I want you to understand that you can only be you. You can't be me. You can't be someone else. Yeah, you can try, like I said, you can try for plastic surgery. You can change your sex and all of that, but you're still just you. Be proud of that. Embrace that. Use that so you can keep rising, okay? Anyway, that's all I got for today. I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.